Betty Washte. This is Amy Sazu down at NDN Collective. We are getting ready for our backpack giveaway. And so we are welcoming everybody. I'd like to invite the Rapid City community to come down and get a backpack for your child for this upcoming school year. So when we started talking about a school giveaway event and a backpack event, we were really intentional about not duplicating services. So we know that there's other backpack giveaways going on in town, and we wanted to make sure that what we got was going to actually help students or was filling a need that was otherwise left unmet by the other organizations who do amazing work in our community as well. So for our these are the middle school, high school. Everybody gets a backpack, NDN Collective, the black and the red. And with the middle school, high school, we really invested in good headphones because we know everybody doing the remote option is going to need to be able to be on Zoom and be able to hear exactly what their teachers are saying and be able to communicate back. We got pencils, markers, pens, notebooks. There's paper in some of them, and also for COVID precautions, everybody got hand sanitizer and a couple masks. All of our bags, so this is for our middle school. For the elementary schools, we did the same thing. So the idea was really to meet a need that was previously left unmet. So our amazing team put together kits of everything that elementary students need. They also got headphones, and we tried to get the bigger kind that would help them be able to hear better and that wouldn't keep falling out of their ears or falling off or unplugging. And the same thing with notebooks and folders and the COVID precautionary measures that we could help with. These are kid-sized masks and hand sanitizer and NDN bumper stickers. So the other thing with all of our backpacks is that we're also giving out NDN t-shirts and hoodies, and also have some water bottles here available. And the idea is just to really show up for our community and figure out how we can help fill the unmet need. We're also doing a small survey with just 5 quick questions about what families need for their students to be successful this school year. So I appreciate your time today and invite you down to 317 Main Street. Park along the street and come walk up. Next, I will send you over to Mary Bowman, our NSIN fellow, who is doing her community survey for her Ocheti Shakoi Community School. Thank you.
Maybe.
I'm an NISN fellow, that's NACA Inspired Schools Network fellow, and I'm working on developing a community school here in the Rapid City area with the language and culture, which is a little bit different than the Rapid City area has right now. It would have the language every day and the culture in all content area. We would be doing things like studying the treaties and looking at a lot of the science and the Lakota culture, and it would help our students develop a real strong cultural identity, which would help them be really strong leaders of tomorrow. And data has shown that this type of teaching helps students become academically successful as well as really strong leaders for the future. So that's just, and I'm doing a survey today. I'm trying to get input from the community because this school will be based on what you are looking for as parents, what you're looking for your Indigenous students in education. So come on down, get your survey done, and I would really like to hear from you. Now, you should talk to Sarah, because Sarah is working on a school choice bill. It's along the same lines of looking for what kind of education the community is looking for. So.
Hello. Hi Lorenzo, how are you doing today? Hello, NDN followers. My name is Sarah Pierce, and I'm the Director of Education Equity here at the Collective. And I know you got to hear some great information from Amy and Mary, and I'm here to share some information about our school choice bill. This will be the second attempt at proposing a school choice bill that would enable charter school legislation specific to an indigenous network of charter schools across the state of South Dakota. Currently, we are one of 5 states across the nation that lack charter legislation, and the current stats around Indian education demonstrate a very high need for this type of legislation. Right now in Indian country, South Dakota is no exception. We are ground zero to education equity, having the greatest achievement gap be among our Native American students and our non-Native peers. Last year, the Collective, along with cross-sector representatives from across the state, through the South Dakota Education Equity Coalition, championed a bill called Senate Bill 66, which was sponsored by Senator Troy Heiner, along with other members of the Tribal Relations Committee. Unfortunately, we fell a little short. Despite having unanimous tribal consent, unanimous tribal education director's consent, and a unanimous Senate bill passage, we were unable to get the bill out of the House Education Committee. This year, we've been working diligently with members of our South Dakota Education Equity Coalition on championing a bill that we can all get on the same page on and promote for this year's upcoming 2021 legislative session here in South Dakota. We are excited. We love working with our partners, and we love and feel passionate about our community and education equity here in the great state of South Dakota.
Well, why is this important that I guess the NDN Collective is doing this work here? Would you say?
The importance of having NDN Collective is having that authentic voice championing the movement. Right now, across the state, the current state setup is the Department of Indian Education has actually been moved from the Department of Education and has been placed under the Department of Tribal Relations. With that in mind, we have a great deal of diligent advocates who are championing the movement to create education equity, remembering and keeping in mind that our parents and community are the first sovereign source of education, and we recognize that education is compulsory, but it doesn't have to be a compulsory imposition for all of our students across the state. We're trying to reclaim, redistribute power back into the hands of parents, families, and communities, and so we can ensure that the values and beliefs of the Oceti transcend beyond the confines of our home and into the places of education for our children.
And where can people go to find more information about this?
On Facebook, you can like the coalition's website. It's South Dakota Education Equity Coalition. Our website is in the works, but in the interim, you may like us on Facebook, and you can email Mary, Amy, or I, so spierce@ndncollective.org or amy@ndncollective.org. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to walk back out, and then we're going to take it down because people... Oh, people here.
He said she'll do shirts if he wants to do goodies.
You want to do the goodies game?
Oh yeah, light it up.
You want to sit there?
Anyways, come on down. We are taking this down. Thanks so much for coming and joining us today. We will be back later. Keep following, liking, and sharing our work. Thank you from everyone at the NDN Collective.